Hey Aries, and welcome back to Cappy Cove. This is going to be your general reading for June of 2019. This is for those who have Aries in their sun, their moon, or their rising. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so not all messages are going to apply to everyone. Also, I'll be leaving my links down below in the description box for those who would like to donate and help support my channel, and also for those who would like to get a personal reading from me. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go ahead and let's start with that Tower card. I feel like for a lot of Aries, there's going to be a lot of sudden changes in the month of June. A lot of you may be feeling overwhelmed or like there's a lot going on. I'm getting a lot of like fast movement and energy for the month of June. I feel like a lot of you may be feeling like things aren't working out right or the way that you wanted them to, but definitely a lot of sudden changes for Aries in the month of June. I'm also seeing that there may be someone here that ends up having kind of like a breakdown. I don't feel like that's for everyone. I'm also seeing fights and conflicts coming up with people. I'm also seeing some type of destruction as well. I get for some there could be destruction of like a home, or maybe you're like breaking down your home or doing construction on your home and building it up. I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. Or there could be something that suddenly goes wrong in your house that you have to repair. I'm seeing that a lot of the obstacles you're going to be facing for the month of June is, like I was saying, a lot with the conflict and battles with anybody. There's a message here to really look back and see everything that you've been through and know what battles you're stepping into before fighting them. I feel like some of you have gone through a lot already. I also see somebody looking back at something that they went through, like a specific thing in the month of June, and pulling strength from that moment. I feel like some of you might have been dealing with somebody who was kind of a player in the past. I'm seeing like a player energy come in here. I don't feel like this one's for everyone either, but I do see it. I'm also seeing with relationships, there could be some endings and there also could be new beginnings. I also see breakups and makeups in the month of June. I feel like for any of you that are going to have to battle something, I feel like you're going to do whatever it takes to win this battle. You'll have the Five of Swords there, and if you notice, he's like holding in 3 of the swords and the other 2 just kind of lay their swords down. I feel like you're going to have this very much like, I'm going to win this at whatever it costs attitude about something. But I feel like when you have to choose your battles, it's this one in particular battle that you need to win. And it's not even about really winning, I don't feel like, for you. I feel like it's just something like you have to do. If this is a verbal, kind of like a verbal battle with somebody from the past that may have done you wrong, this might be what that's referring to for some of you as well. I'm seeing that also you may have been more sluggish or less active in the past, whereas in June I feel like it's going to be more of a go, go, go energy, like always shit popping up and shit that needs to be done. I'm also seeing travel delays for those that are planning any type of trip. I feel like it would be more towards road trips or trips on land. I do feel like somebody here has a secret that is going to be revealed, or you're going to find the truth out about something that you have questioned before, like, or that you have been wondering about before. I feel like somebody who has like a more powerful position over you, Aries, I feel like somebody has like some type of, I don't know, it's almost like they kind of have like a power over you and you've had to deal with this person. This could be in a love relationship where you feel almost like powerless within the relationship, but I feel like there's something you're going to find out here. And whatever this is, it's kind of in a way going to set you free. I do see in the long haul though, like overall, I feel like your home life will be good. I feel like for those who have like businesses and stuff or at career, I feel like whatever foundation work you have with that 4 of Wands there, I feel like whatever you've laid the groundwork into is going to be successful. I also see here that some of you may be having weddings coming up. Either you're going to be going to them, or you may be having one. Someone could be having a wedding at their house. Someone here also might decide to break up with somebody. I feel like this might be for you, Aries, the one who decides this. I'm also seeing Scorpio and Sagittarius in your reading, and I believe Scorpio had the Tower card in the exact same position as you. So if any of you have Scorpio in your chart, I would definitely check out that reading, because that Tower card may have a bigger impact on you. I feel like some of you may be feeling bored with your life or restless, and it's almost like I get the message here that there's something that needs to change in your life because you're just not feeling as inspired as you once were. This could have to do with changing jobs or maybe moving. Maybe that's why you need to go on a trip. But I do feel like overall there's like a sense of boredom here, and there's something like you're seeking more out of life. I'm also seeing here that some of you really, I feel like I've had this in Aries reading before, but I'm getting like this whole, like once again, this whole diet thing, like somebody needs a certain diet, and it's not even about like dieting for like weight loss or for physical appearances. It's legit, like you need a diet in order to live. Like you need a special diet, and I feel like some of you may not be following that, or maybe starting to in the month of June. I get this overall feeling of like you're going to do whatever it takes. So I feel like whatever it is that you want to accomplish or have done, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. And I do see it being very successful. I'm also seeing that some of you may have some negative traits or something that you're having to work through, or like qualities or personality quirks. I also feel like some of you may be lacking in the spiritual side and need to bring that into your life more. Whichever way, whatever speaks to you spiritually, whether it's like a religion or if it's just spirituality in general, I feel like there's almost a need here, or a moment where you're going to have to take a look into that and go a little bit deeper within yourself. I pulled the Fox Spirit for y'all's animal for the month of June, and this is thinking on your feet. This also goes very well when it comes to having to battle or make decisions. Like I said, I feel like y'all are going to have a lot of changes in June, and I feel like a lot of these changes you're going to have to be very quick in order of making a move and doing things that need to be taken care of. I don't feel like you're going to have a lot of time to sit around and ponder it. I'm also seeing that with this, it talks a lot about being quick-minded, very clever, very alert. I'm also sensing, I know I talked about y'all having somebody, like, or finding out a secret or something. There could be somebody who lies. I feel like somebody may have something where something was stolen from them. I don't feel like that's for everyone though, but there is a need to be very quick when it comes to judgment with other people and situations. I also feel like, with this card, it also talks about, facing the truth. And I feel like a lot of you, and like I was just talking about before, like working with like inner traits or personality quirks and stuff like that within you. I feel like there's something that you need to work through and work better on. I also feel like there's a need here to become a little bit more graceful about the way you present yourself is coming up. I feel like those who have done the work though with that before, that wouldn't be necessary. It's just for those who are having more of a hard time, because like I said, with all these conflicts and arguments and stuff coming in here through June, I feel like some of you really need to find a more graceful way about doing that. Some of you may be too harsh. All right, Aries, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Overall, I do see that this is going to be a pretty good month, even though you have a lot of stuff going on and changes and stuff. I feel like overall things will become accomplished, and you will be, I don't like really saying the word winning, but I do feel like in ways you are going to feel like you won. So it's really good though. Bye, Aries.